Hello, welcome back to the channel. I just woke up in case you hadn't noticed, and I'm gonna have my coffee, but I'm gonna tell you what's been going on and why I haven't played hockey for more than a month and why I miss it and why I'm going crazy. Hockey update, what's been going on? So my last hockey practice was probably start of December. If you're a beginner, going to your first few sessions without having any experience of hockey and skating, it's scary. It takes a lot of guts. It was a very hard thing to do, especially showing up all the time. I do train with a development team, but let's be honest, I was the worst. So I was the person that had the least experience. And I think when you are in an environment, even though everyone is very lovely and supportive, sometimes when you're the person that doesn't know as many things or is the proper beginner, you feel like you're slowing everyone down. Sometimes you feel like you're just not improving because you kind of sometimes compare to yourself to others. So I felt a little bit stuck in the sense that, okay, I'm very proud that I actually went out and joined a hockey team. And I think it's very interesting as well. It's very nice when you're learning how to skate. It's also very nice to be in that hockey team. So you almost like skate with context, if that makes sense. So I think, and it's one thing that I always recommend to people, join a hockey team as soon as you can. I keep saying this. I felt like I was focusing a lot on hockey and I was forgetting my skating, or sometimes I would think a lot about my skating and I would forget hockey. I have to take a step back and maybe go to the next level when it comes to my skating. So I was like, okay, what if I take a few weeks off and then focus on my skating? What if I practice a little bit like backwards? Because obviously if you're trying to get a pass now, or if you're trying to be fast, you cannot with just forward skating. So I was like, okay, if I add a backward skating, even a little bit, and transition from forward to backward, I don't have to be perfect, at least like improve a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I am going to public skates and I'm trying to skate as much as possible. Now I'm in Estonia and I'm actually trying to hunt down ice rinks so I can go and skate, which I'm not mad about because everything is lovely here. However, we all know being an adult means that your body sometimes is like, wait a minute, you need a break. And that's what my body was telling me. And I guess that's when you learn a sport like hockey later in life, you know your body a little bit more, so you can listen to it more carefully. On the other hand, if you ignore what your body is telling you, your body might even take longer to heal. Sip, sip. I don't know what it is. I think since I started wearing skates, and I think since I started learning how to play hockey, my body's telling me more than it used to. When I first started playing hockey, for some reason, I sat very awkwardly on the ice and my lower back was hurting. And I had to listen to my body at the time. And I was like, okay, I need to take like some time off. So my back is back to where it was. Then at some other point, my shoulder was hurting. What the heck is going on? Recently, whilst I had the genius plan of focusing on my backwards, my foot decided to say, hey, there's something going on. So where the ball of my foot is, on my left foot, if you're really curious to know which foot it is. For some reason, it was really hurting. So when I was going down the stairs, when you put pressure on it, it was hurting. And then I had this genius idea that I wanted to massage my foot, and I did. And for some reason, it flared up. And if you look at my foot right now, it just looks like it's bruised. What the heck foot? I mean, now first I have my back, then I have my shoulder, then I have my collarbone, and then I have my foot. Learning a sport like hockey later in life is not a joke. One thing that I really was struggling with, even though yes, I was intentionally taking some time off hockey and trying to skate if my body allows, when I step away from hockey practices, I don't feel as motivated. It was like a feeling that I was out of touch with the sport. And I think what happens as well, sometimes you feel the pressure, especially if you're sharing your journey online, you feel the pressure to go to hockey practices, you feel the pressure to document your journey. Hence why I'm doing this, because this is reality. Sometimes you just like, your body says, take a break. Every time my body was saying no, I was like, but I want to. Oh, I need to keep progressing, I need to keep moving, and I need to keep practicing. But the reality is that sometimes you just have to take a step back. At the moment, I'm working a little bit on my backwards. And one thing that I actually love a lot about this journey is that I love figuring out things by myself. When I'm learning something new, I love to just like listen to my body and just try myself for what I see. Obviously, I watch a lot of hockey, but then when I get to the stage where I'm like, okay, I really need answers to this, or I just like, okay, I need to know what I'm doing wrong, I will of course search YouTube. I will ask friends or people that know. One thing I realized when it comes to backwards, I don't like, and I think lots of people are talking about the famous seat cuts. I don't like them. And I think for me, I like to do things that feel right and make sense to me. Obviously, in the future, if I feel like the method that I am trying is not working, I'm going to try the seat cuts. I'm not saying that I'm going to do whatever I think it works, because I obviously don't want to learn wrong and then have to relearn. But what I prefer, I like wiggling. Like I like the wiggles. Or it's called some screws, I don't know how it's called, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out backwards with the little wiggles, and that's where I am, trying hard to heal my body. I'm trying hard not to feel unmotivated. Once I step foot at the ice rink with the hockey gear, it's going to feel different. But I think it's very real, and I've heard people saying it in the past. It is the kind of thing that when you do take a break, it almost feels like you're falling behind. Your progress is going backwards. And I know that my body wants, and I know that I want to be on that ring, but on the other hand, it's okay if your priorities change and shift. Luckily, I'm not trying to become a pro. And yeah, that's it. That's what's been going on. I'm going to stop it. I think you've heard enough of me. I'm also trying a little bit of the hockey stop. I'm transitioning from the plow to the hockey stop a little bit. And again, that comes naturally. And I think that's what's really beautiful, because if you listen to your body and you see what makes sense, it's just like it's very rewarding at the end. But yeah, I thought that I said that I was going to stop talking. Anyway, that's my updates. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate you, and thank you for subscribing. If you're new here, I'm learning how to play hockey in my 30s with no experience and no hockey, no skating experience, nothing, zero, nada, zilch, zero. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Good. Bye. Oh, how beautiful. Very snowy.